So one thing I want to tell all my fellow founders, it's tough. Nobody gets the easy money. The biggest challenge is how do you keep on going when there is so much uncertainty? And I told you, right, what you control and what you influence is very limited versus what you don't control and what you don't influence.
Today we have with us Mr. Krishna Veer Singh. He is the co-founder of Lissun. Welcome, sir. So today he'll just walk us through his journey in Lissun and as a founder. So sir, can you just share your personal journey as a founder with us and how mental health has played a role in that journey for you?
I think it goes without saying. I am founder of a mental health company called Lissun, and two very distinct mental health episodes that happened with me. One related to myself and one related to my family member. Over last decade has prompted me to build into this direction. Met my co-founder Tarun at Uber, and we used to discuss how we should build something. We didn't think about mental health at that time, and then in 2020 a specific mental health incident happened with me when my role got impacted at Uber, and that time I felt a lot of mental health challenges. Struggling to find a new job and overall idea of getting rejected. But there's somewhere, but then whenever I took a mental health support, it really worked for me, and my belief in mental health went quite well. And essentially, when we were discussing to do something more of ourselves with Tarun, he came up with mental health idea. I was going through that challenge and I was seeing the impact both on the negative side, and when I took the help, how it helped me. And also at the same time, a solution is not that accessible, not that great. So that prompted us to build Lissun. So on 15th August 2021, we launched Lissun, and now we are 3 years into it. And mental health is a challenge. It remains a challenge, but we are way more confident of solving it now at scale. That's our mission, solving mental health at scale. And moving forward on it.
So recently we've received a very good news that Lissun has raised the funding of $2.5 million. One, congratulations, sir. How does it feel to get that? And so can you just walk us through the process and how this whole process, how was it for you as a founder, what you went through? I'm sure there was a lot of things going on. It was a very long process. How did it feel, sir? I mean, now we're all celebrating. But what was that actual process? What was the journey like?
Yeah, Harundima, thank you for that. And yeah, congratulations to you as well. We all are listeners. And it's the combined effort for the whole team, which I get the chance to present to investors. Having said that, I think this is mental health of founders is a big topic. And I have my own shares of struggle during the process of Lissun as well. But specifically, since you talked about it, the process of fundraise, it is incredibly challenging for any founder, right? And irrespective of the stage, because when I was starting, I used to talk to the founder who were, let's say, a stage or two ahead, right? And then when I am like, let's say, a 2-3 stage ahead of the founder starting today, the challenges are always there. The fundraise is not an easy process. Obviously, there are a lot of externalities that comes into the play. Lot of things are not in your control, irrespective, right? What is happening in the geopolitical scenario across the world? What is happening in the geopolitical scenario in the country, right? And multiple things on the economy side and stuff like that plays a very important role. So there are highs, there are lows, there are winters and the summers of fundraise. So it's a process which is incredibly tough sometimes, and that thing. So one thing I want to tell all my fellow founders, who are starting or who want to know a little bit more about fundraise. And as I said, I talk to the founders of across the stages. It's tough. Nobody gets the easy money. I can tell you that nobody gets the easy money. So if I talk about the process in general, right? So you go and pitch to the investors and things like that. I think that everybody knows, and then there are multiple stages of discussions, and then finally a term sheet will come, then the due diligence, and then finally discussion on definitive shareholding documents and many other stuff, and then finally the money hits the bank. So the process is pretty well known. The biggest challenge, Arunima, in this is it's a long process, and every stage you are being judged, and rightly so, because even funds are keeping the money of their LPs, limited partners, so they have to be very prudent where they are investing, right? So overall process is long, and that wears you out. The biggest challenge, I would say, in my limited experience of roughly 3 years of doing fundraise, is how do you keep on going when there is so much uncertainty? And I told you, right, what you control and what you influence is very limited versus what you don't control and what you don't influence. So as my therapists say, we all hear about it, like what is your circle of control and circle of influence. Now if I talk about specifically this time, to make it more real, we started our fundraise in January of 2024, and we closed it in September, right? So around 9 months.